Chapter 5, Weary the Weight of the Sun. I guess it is pretty heavy. Whoa, hello. Iximik. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort, you remember who you are, Juno. You also realize that a monumental serpent is speaking to you now. Your last certainty was that you died some time ago, and it is about to happen again. Ow. Oh. Some dead dredge around here. Looks like a human as well. Serpent. Frustrating. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks in a language that recalls very ancient memories of words you learned long ago. If you are not going to die, I suppose we must speak instead. Who are you? My name is Juno. I live on the second floor. You are Juno. It means nothing to me. Maybe I have asked the wrong question. What are you? What is your purpose? First, tell me who you are. Do you ask the hammer what the blacksmith is making? This conversation becomes more meaningless by the word. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you prophecy, fate, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with a magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know? The gods are dead. Dead? How is that? Are you a god? No. The gods are silent, and before me stands one who knows not what they have done. Listen carefully now, for I will give you a prophecy. I am the end. Do you understand? This world and this tapestry I would devour. It is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. Wall of night? The dredge? Dredge? Stonemen marching across a long bridge? No, it is darkness. The egg white that has turned black. I am meant to devour the tapestry itself, not idly witness the dusk smother this rock. I am incomplete, a worm crawling through a dung field. Because of you. Who are you to take my destiny? What are you? Return what is mine. Okie doke. Apparently that Mender was giving us the medical marijuana or something. Juno. Evened. Juno, you're alive. You're alive! How? Where are you? Wait, where am I? Asleep, I presume, or unconscious. I am in Ridgehorn, I think. A serpent was trying to kill me. Now I am talking to you. This time is moving strangely. I've lost swaths of memories. But I found you, for a short time at least. The serpent said something about a long bridge. So I took a guess. It came after you. We saw it at Ernartoft. Are you okay? It tried to turn me to ash after we spoke. I'd be surprised if that's the last we've seen of it. It could tear this land apart or crush cities if it wanted. What do we do? It gets worse. A prophecy of the gods that I've never heard of. There are still prophecies out there? It was vague. It sounded like the serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some kind of darkness or nothingness is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. That would explain why the dredge are swarming on us like someone kicked an anthill. Ivan, are you in danger? You could say so. Bellower is here. The Varl are holding them off, but not for much longer, I think. Of all the Sunder, why the immortal one? Bellower, that is the worst of luck. I would have you come to me, but we will have to do this the hard way. Listen closely. I will return to Strand and find passage down the Red River. You must leave Eidentoft and meet me in Siegholm. Juno, we'll never make it to Sigerholm. Bellower is about to overtake us. The Varl won't listen to a thing. Find a way. Do whatever it takes. I will not be able to contact you again before Siegholm. Go. And Eyvind. Yes? I love you. I knew that was coming. Your dead prophetic girlfriend. Oh. You spent a lot of time next to him since he passed out. Just keeping an eye on him. It's not like that, Dad. He saved Ivor. He might save the rest of us. Can he hear us? He just moved. How long was I... You were out for a couple of days. How do you feel? Juno, she's alive. I need to meet her in Sigerholm. Hold on, slow down. Who's Juno? She's my mentor of the Mender Council. She contacted me. Contacted you? How? She's not like most Menders. What happened here since I passed out? The Varl are holding the dredge back, just barely. Bellower has disappeared. Ivor is still out of it. Jordanar sent Hakan, Luden, and a couple hundred Varl away to Arbarang. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Rook, I need your help. Take me to Sigerholm. Juno is going to meet us there. Sigerholm? That's got to be a week away at least. And just abandon Irontoft? Maybe, or no, I could destroy the godforsaken bridge myself. That would delay the immediate threat, but Jurender will never agree to it. I need to understand a few things, Eyvind. Why won't the Varl King destroy the bridge? I can't completely understand it myself. The last time I mentioned it, it made his mind very clear. He'll let the city and the rest of the world fall before that damned bridge. How would you collapse the bridge by yourself? Not by myself. I could blast it apart, but this bridge wasn't made to fall. It'll take time and concentration. That's why I need your help. And the Varl will try to stop me. It could mean holding off both the dredge and the Varl. What do we do about Bellower? I can't stop him, but I believe Juno can. That's why we need to go. We could just leave. And let the Varl die to give us a head start? It's not my first choice. I've done everything I can on my own. What is going on around here? The Serpent? Bellower? Look, I know things are... It's a long story. How well do you know history? We're from a very small town in the woods. In other words, no. I'll keep it short. You know how men and Varl were made, the Loom Mother and other gods? In the First Great War, the armies of men and Varl hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and dominance. Then one of the gods created the dredge, and they were such a threat that unless men and Varl set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. They ended the war, pushed the dredge into the north, and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The dredge rallied their forces, defeated the Varl who watched the borders, and laid waste to unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sunder, a powerful dredge warlord, and weavers like Bellower. He was there in the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circle of Menders went forth and finally sent the Sunder and the dredge deep underground. For the most part, the dredge haven't tried to return since. Well, until now. Those Menders were called Valka. Juno wasn't there herself, but she's from their bloodline. So another great war has begun. Well, duh. If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. Ancient history is playing out before us. What about the Serpent? That's another story. There's nothing in Aminder's library about that thing. It must have something to do with the dredge returning. That seems likely. You consider your option. I need time to think about this. I understand. Be quick, Rook. There has to be some way to... I can't believe the Varl would be so stubborn. Speak to Jurander yourself. He's in the Great Hall. Maybe you'll have more luck, or maybe he'll put your head on a spike. Rook, I hate to put all this on your shoulders, but I've got few friends here. Come to a decision quickly. Either way, we can't stay. We have to make it to Sigerholm. Juno will know what to do. Alright, so I guess we gotta convince him to let us do our thing. What's in the market? Dragonstone. What's this? The unusual carved stone is warm to the touch. +3 willpower. Ring of the Wolf. Protects from death unless strength is 1. Oh, so I guess if you're at strength 2, it just drops you down to 1. That's interesting. Day's worth of supplies. Jesus, 5. I really want to level my heroes. Who do I even have access to at this point? I probably won't use Eyvind. Well, his lightning is really good. And his heal isn't totally worthless, but it's not very useful for these characters that have low armor anyway. So she's ready to promote. Maybe we could promote her to the point where she'll start to be useful. Rook could be promoted, but god damn. So much valor, or so much of this that I just don't have. We'll wait. Let's go to the Great Hall. Let's see if we can't convince him to break the bridge. Probably not going to happen, but worth a try. He seems very intent not to destroy that bridge. You'll do as I say. I'm not here to argue. I'm telling you that we're dying by dozens every day now. You sent our best away with Hakan. How long do you expect us to last? You asked for this command, Fesalt. Don't let them get across that bridge. Fasalt takes his leave as you approach. Not great timing, you think to yourself. Thank you for the audience. I forgot your name. Rook. Rook, how is Ingvar? Will he survive? I think so. If I remember Ingvar very well, he hasn't told you why he faced down Belor, did he? I'd be interested to hear. Ingvar confronted a Sunder in his youth during the Great War. He won that fight. None other but the Menders have done that. He proved us stronger. Maybe he thought he could do it again. Ivor killed a Sunder? How did he end up in Skager? You'll have to pry that from him yourself. I don't know. He disappeared when the last king tried to name him Kinder. It occurs to you that Junder would not be on the throne now had that happened. But why are you here, Rook? Be brief. I'm offering to help take apart the bridge. Human, if there is one more mention of that bridge... Junder's mood changes almost instantly. If you have nothing else to say, get out of my damned hall. What's so important about the bridge? Every man I ever met thinks he'd rival the gods himself, if only he were in charge. I am over 400 years old, and I know that I know little. You are a child, an infant, yet you know everything. That's not what I said. Listen, human, the story is not about you. If you jump from that bridge today, the world would not change. Now, either help Fasalt retake it, or leave my city. I don't care which. So, I guess he didn't bother to hearing what I said to explain why it's so important. But guards are quick to usher you out from the Great Hall. You don't resist. Let's just leave them. Now, there be that... Ugh, I don't want to fight on the bridge either. Because you know destroying bridge means we'll have to kill Varl. Let's look at our heroes. That thought was pretty useful. Until we can level Alette, I don't know how useful she's going to be. How much? Nope, 10. Well, nope, you get out. Did you get a kill? No, you didn't. Let's check their stats. 9 armor, 9 strength. 10 armor, 11 strength. Let's take him. Once you near the end. The big boys up front. I don't know if resting's a great idea, but we kind of have to. Oh, we can't. Okay. Well then, let's make sure that... I have to get rid of the guys who are injured in that case. Ugh, damn it, which means taking Alette. Oh, god damn it. +1 armor. That to him, I guess. What's this? It's level 3. Nobody can even wear it except for her. 2% dodge strength attacks. Give him that. What? Oh, it's level 2. Well, shit. Alright, well, I guess we'll be fighting on the bridge, because I don't have to, like, piss the Varl off. That seems like a really bad idea. Even though, obviously, we should really destroy this fucking bridge, but they're being real twats about it. At the war front, rows of Varl are lined up, waiting for their turn to fill in the warriors on the bridge battle. What? Their turn to fill in as the warriors on the bridge battle dredge in one endless churn of bodies and blood. Fasalt catches your eye in between giving orders. You lost, human? I just want to see how things are going. Going great, as you can see, sneers Fesalt. Let me know when you want to help out, he says, dismissively, his attention returning to his command. Alright. Yeah, alright. Be a butthole about it. Fight on the bridge. Fair enough, Fesalt admits. I'm not going to argue against putting you on the bridge, but we've got plenty of wounded here as well if you can work a needle. We can treat the wounded. You spend a day alongside Alette and many others tending the wounded Varl, of which there are many. The work is hard and bloody, and after a long day you excuse yourself to watch off and find a place to sleep while the fighting continues unabated. Try to avoid fighting for a little bit, let our people get healed up a bit. I guess that's their version of rest. Alright. So these guys are still hurt. Fesalt is one of them. Well. You approach the bridge, which gets raised eyebrow from Fesalt, who is lugging a dead warrior over his shoulder. Back for more, he says. Glancing out onto the bridge, you can tell that they've lost ground on the bridge since yesterday, of course. What's the plan here, you ask with concern? I just do what Jrander tells me, replies Fesalt, and right now we're killing every dredge on that bridge, so throw in or piss off. If you don't want to help me clear bodies off the bridge. Our warriors are getting choked up around there. I mean, we're probably going to keep losing ground until I help. But let's try it. Let's help remove the bodies. You know that's what's going to happen, though. You know, you followed Fesalt, making several dangerous trips near the battleground to pull bodies back to the city. The sight of you and the other men struggling to carry lifeless giant bodies would be comical if the circumstances weren't so grievous. Your whole body's aching when you stop from the day. The bodies seem to pile up almost as quickly as you can remove them, and the work is heartbreaking. So you know it's going to be like, oh, you've lost more ground because you haven't helped yet, you asshole. I really want to get Fesalt in there. I wish we could get Ivan. I mean, his lightning could be pretty useful. We'll put him up a little bit further. Because that lightning does do pretty good damage, especially if we can happen to get them lined up just like we want. As you approach on the third day, the warriors are in more disarray than usual. Where's Fesalt, you ask one of the passing Varl. Didn't make it, he replies. Dredger nearly at the mouth of the bridge, barely held back. Your mind starts to wander to the dark places. Of course. You snap back to attention when you realize nearly the entire army of Varl are staring into your direction. Ivor walks past, shuffling slowly with an enormous axe in his remaining hand. He heads towards the bridge. Ivor, you yell, but he doesn't reply, plunging his axe into the nearest dredge before kicking it over the sides of the bridge. Come on, he screams at the black horde, cursing you rush his side in battle.